Hello my friends and welcome to this new hands-on tutorial on instance purchase options. So first thing first, we're going to go to EC2 because that's where we can use the different instance purchase options. So we're going to start with the spot instance pricing. So you click here on spot request in the instance tab. So first let's have a look at the pricing history to see indeed that the pricing is changing over time and that also the spot instances are cheaper than the on-demand instances. So let's take one of the spot instances that you saw in Kyril's lecture, for example this one, C5 24x large. Let's enter it here, C5 24x large, there it is. And what do we see? Well, we see two things. First, let's have a look at it over a period of 3 months. We see two things. First, that indeed the pricing is highly changing over time. So you see that's the pricing in the different availability zones. But also we see that the prices of the spot instances is always lower than the on-demand price, which you can see here on this black horizontal line. Alright, so that's it for the pricing. I just wanted to show you this. Now, launching spot instances are more advanced and we won't look at this in this tutorial. However, if you are taking the SAA course or another advanced AWS course, well, we will cover this in another tutorial further down. But in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to purchase a reserved instance. So you go to reserved instances here and then you click purchase reserved instances. Alright, and then very simply, that's where you can configure the reserved instance. So you can choose a Linux platform or another platform. Then here, that's where you can choose to have it shared, which is default or fully dedicated to you. Then here for the offering class, that's where you can choose between standard and convertible as you saw with Kirill. So let's choose any. Then here, that's where you can choose the instance types from A1.medium to many other instance types. Then here, that's where you can choose a term from 1 month to 12 months, meaning that's the 1 year option, or from 12 months to 36 months, meaning that's a 3-year option. So let's choose 1 year, and here the payment option, no upfront, partial upfront, or all upfront, and remember that you get the highest discount for all upfront, okay? Then you click search and you will have different options of reserved instances. Here you have 2. And so then to choose one, you scroll to the right, you choose your desired quantity, let's say you want 3, then you click add to cart and then view cart. Alright, so the total will be $159, and of course we're not going to click order all, otherwise we will be charged, but that's how you would purchase your reserved instance. Alright, so let's close this, and now I'm going to show you how to purchase a saving plan. So you click here savings plans, and then you click purchase savings plans. This will open a new tab. Alright, so as you saw in Kyril's lecture, you have the 3 types of savings plans, compute EC2 instance or SageMaker. So then you click purchase a savings plans. Here you choose the savings plans type, compute EC2 or SageMaker. You choose the term here, 1 year or 3 year. Then that's where you can configure the purchase commitment, the hourly commitment amount in USD, and then the payment option, all upfront, partial upfront, or no upfront. So let's do all upfront. Then here you enter your hourly commitment amount. So I entered $1 for example, and that's what you would get to pay as the upfront cost, after which you would simply need to click add to cart. Okay, but we're not going to do it. We're going to avoid getting charged, but that's how you would purchase a savings plan. Okay, so now let's go back, let's close this tab, and now I'm going to show you how to allocate a dedicated host. So you go to dedicated host here, and then you click allocate dedicated host. Then you give a name to your dedicated host, you choose the instance family. For example, let's choose this one. Then in the instance type, well, that's where you would choose one. Let's say we want one that has 8 virtual CPUs with 30 gigabytes of memory. Then you choose the availability zone, for example, US is 1A. And then you have some more advanced configuration. We don't have to go through this now. This is totally out of scope for the exam. And finally, that's where you choose the quantity. So let's say we want 3, which would be very expensive. And then we will click allocate. But of course, let's not do this. Let's cancel. This is just to show you how to allocate a dedicated host. And finally, let me show you how to create a capacity reservation. So you go here to capacity reservation, then you click create capacity reservation. And again, you choose first the instance type with many options here, of course. Let's choose, for example, this one. You choose the platform again, the availability zone, US is 1A. The tenancy between, remember, shared or dedicated. So shared would be cheaper, of course. Then here you enter how many instances you want for the total capacity. And then finally, here that's where you can choose until when you can have this capacity reservation. And you have 2 options. You can choose a specific time the capacity reservation will end, or you can choose to end the capacity reservation manually, in which case you will have to cancel it manually. Alright, and then you have some more configuration here, like the instance eligibility. And then finally, to create your capacity reservation, you would just have to click create here. And of course, we're not going to do it again. But that's it. You now know how to purchase, allocate, or create different instance pricing options. Congrats for that, and I look forward to seeing you in another hands-on tutorial. And until then, enjoy the cloud.